Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. I just finished filming my Shop My Stash for May. That is this basket. It took me a couple days because in between I depotted an eyeshadow palette, and in those couple of days I watched the Style Stumbler. So Hope Mess Tom shared the Style Stumbler's lipstick declutter. And also this morning, on the day that I'm filming this, Lauren May Beauty did an eyeshadow declutter, like a single eyeshadow declutter. And on top of that, before I watched those, I've been kind of feeling like I want to declutter my collection. I don't like calling makeup, I don't like calling this a collection because it goes bad. It feels like calling food a collection. But I feel like I want to declutter this. And a lot of it was caused by moving into spring and summer and pulling out these kinds of lip products. So I have the Glossier Ultra Lip, and I have these two lip glosses here. This is the Shimmer Bomb from Revolution, and a lip gloss from ColourPop. Not that I necessarily recommend this, but I realized after the kinds of lip products I had been trying to get myself to wear all winter and fall, how easy it is to wear these and how much I love wearing these. It felt like a relief to wear these and to finally have something I actually like wearing and is easy to put on for me. So, and I also have, you can see I have some backups here that I just recently bought because this mascara is so old, I need to replace it. So I just feel like it's time. I think I'm going to call this spur of the moment declutter or something like that, which is not quite true. I've kind of been feeling like it for 3 days. But in the span of things, it's kind of spur of the moment. So yeah, I just feel like my love of wearing some of this stuff is making me feel like it's, what am I trying to say? How much I like some of these products is making me reflect on how much I dislike some of the other products in this collection. I have a few palettes here as well. So that's kind of what is causing me to want to declutter. I think I'm going to go kind of type by type. And yeah, I have a really dusty mirror here, so I'm going to try some stuff on. I'm going to do a little bit of swatching. Hopefully not a lot, but we'll see. When I watch declutters, I love a long declutter, and I love when they swatch everything. So, we'll see what I get into here. And then I have this box here that I'm going to put my declutters into. Yeah, what do I want to start with here? Maybe let's start with this box. This is what I picked out in my May Shop My Stash. That video should already be up. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of anything here, but I do have this green eyeliner. Here's another thing about this declutter is I want to get rid of stuff that is not good, that's keeping me from getting something better. And what I mean by that, and we'll talk about that when we get into lip products, but this green eyeliner, I love wearing green eyeliner, but this one isn't good. So I don't wear it that much, but then whenever I go to Sephora or to the drugstore and I see one and one that might be better, I think, oh, I have one at home, but it's not good and I don't wear it. So life's not that long. And the last time I wore this, it couldn't even last 6 hours. It creased, like it's hard to get on, like it doesn't want to go on. Like I don't want to be applying this much pressure around my eyes. You know? Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of this. This is a brand I got this at Sally's Beauty a few years ago. I don't recommend this, unfortunately, but I haven't tried anything else from this brand or any other colors from this line, so who knows. But the rest of this, I really like everything in here. Let's get into the nitty-gritty here. I think we're gonna kind of rejig this, rejig our framing here, and really go one by one here. So I'm gonna start, well, first of all, I apologize for the stained towel. I've been filming makeup content on this towel for a few days now. Yeah, especially with the depotting. Yeah, with the depotting on top of this towel, it's, and this is like this is not like a goner towel, like this is a nice towel, whatever. These are like what I consider like base products that I only have one of. That's kind of mostly why I'm putting this stuff here. I was gonna say none of these are gonna go, but let's really get into it. So I have this I have this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This was a birthday gift from like the Sephora birthday gift, not last year, but the year before, so 2022. I think that's still a fine age. Like you can see I have like still a fine amount here. I don't use powder that much, but when I need it, I need it. And this is fine. So I'm gonna keep this. I like this just fine. Let me cover up the stain here. Next, I have this. I'm pulling up my sleeves a little bit. Oh, you can see I've been like leaning on my arm like this. Sorry. I have the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops in the shade 3. And this is my only complexion product because it's the only like good shade match that I found. I don't even try to find shade matches anymore because I just hate it. Of course it looks worse on camera than it does in real life. But this is a great shade match for me on my face. Is there any way I can get like a good... No? Okay. Well, I tried. I really like this. This works on my oily skin. I like the finish of this. I'm feeling like it's smooth and soft. I think it's like silicone-y, I guess. But you can see like now that I've kind of mixed it into my skin, it's a good match for me. I like this a lot. Yeah, I've talked about this before on my channel, but if you don't know, yeah, I don't have a concealer. I've been eyeing up the Tower 28 one for like a year, however long it's been out. But yeah, I've never bit the bullet. Yeah, this, okay. Kaleidos Eye Primer. I don't know about this. I haven't used this in a while. Let me give this a shake. Yeah, I haven't used this in a while. This is good for a nice blend and getting like bright colors, but it's not good for longevity. And it's really hard to, I've talked about this in a previous video, but this is like the wrong kind of packaging. I think like they need like a really precision kind of dropper thing. If I can find like the kind of thing I'm talking about, and okay, see, like you just get way too much out. It's just like not the right kind of packaging for this, and I don't like that it's white packaging and you get like this beige colored thing out. Like I feel like I'm scared to like go in with this on my fingers and like touch it now, but so you get this like velvety finish. This is not a good tone for everyone. See, now in real life, I feel like I can see that that's not a good, like, you can see it on my skin, and then on camera, I feel like you can't really see it that well. You can kind of see, like, it's like here. This is not gonna be for everyone, so I don't know why they only came out with one shade. But yeah, I haven't used this that much. But I think if I get rid of this, like, I might consider getting a different eye primer. But the thing is I'm already considering getting rid, or like getting a different eye primer. So I don't know. I think let me start a maybe pile because I'm not sure about this. So we'll do that. Then I have the Rare Beauty bronzing stick in the shade Bright Side. I also didn't have a bronzer for a very long time. And then now, because of recent events, I don't support Khaki Reviews Beauty, but because of one of her old like face swatching videos, I was able to figure out that this bronzer was a good shade for me because I was able to see that it has like a nice green undertone almost. Like this works on my olive skin tone. It doesn't look, I mean, maybe it does actually look that green, but like compared to other bronzers, that's what's so good about those face swatching videos is compared to other things, you can see the undertone in this really well. When you just see it on its own, it's kind of hard to tell the nuance in the tone. But I really like this. I think that the finish of this goes really well. Like the finishes of these go really well together. There we go. And I'm just like not interested in getting anything else. And I like having these two. So these are definitely keeps. And I have one maybe. Next up here, I have eye stuff that are like staples. These are all kind of like the same shade of brown. I guess I could have put the eye primer in here as well, but I kind of think of these as all one category. I don't really think anything here is going to go necessarily, but I was kind of saving this for this video, but like this mascara is definitely way too old. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher in black brown. This is like a go-to staple for me when I don't know what else to get, basically. I definitely prefer the Glossier Lash Slick in brown, but it's not always in my budget, and so the CoverGirl, yeah, this one is like an easy reach for me. So the thing that I don't like about this is the packaging. I feel like it's unnecessarily bulky and I don't like the color. So I have this one that I got instead. I don't really care for like the clean claim. I don't really know what that means. But I thought I would try like this mint green instead. I thought that might be a little nicer. And then I'll show you the Clump Crusher wand, even though like you can see it when you, like it's in the same kind of packaging, so you can see it when you buy it, but it's got like this curved wand and like very short bristles. And these kinds of like short rubbery bristles is what I really like. So this is my ideal kind of wand. I just really hate this packaging. So this is going to go, I mean, that's like trash. I thought I would try this instead. These bristles are a little longer, so that's gonna go here instead. And then I'm also just gonna replace my brow gel. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow in neutral brown. I've been using this for years. I feel no need to like try anything else. Like it's been getting more expensive, but it's like the cheapest, like one of the cheapest options I can find, and it's super reliable. The shade is great for me. This is just like basically dried out. I've used this up at this point, so that's going to go, and I have a new one here. And then because the shade is so great for me, I also have the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil brow pencil from e.l.f. in neutral brown as well, and this is what that shade looks like. It's just a really good shade for me. I wonder if we can get that down. Yeah, it's just a great shade for me. So I like that a lot. I don't always use this when I do my brows, but I have been kind of feeling like this is a little bit lacking. Like I feel like I kind of want to start using this a little bit more. And then I just have a brown eyeliner pencil. This is getting kind of old. It definitely needs at least a sharpen. But here we are. It's getting short and old. I could probably stand to replace this, but I honestly just like couldn't be bothered. I don't use it every time I do my makeup, but it's good for like when I do a more of a dramatic look, like for tightlining the upper line. That's about it. That's kind of all I use it for. Or like just deepening out the outer corner. That's kind of all I really use this for. So I'm not too bothered to have anything special for an eyeliner. So that's that on that. I know that I talked about my basket for May at the beginning of the video, but I do think that it makes sense to pull the products from there as I talk about the types of products, because I just want to look at like all of my highlighters at once. Yeah, so like I have this in my May basket, but I just want to look at all of my highlighters, which is, only 2, and then I have this glitter. So, okay, let's get into it. I have this glitter. This was a free sample from Ensley Rain. It's still sealed. I've never used it. I keep it around for... Well, what do I keep it around for? Like, when I want a glitter, I guess. But I don't really want a glitter. Like, I've had this for a year, and I haven't used it. I don't even have something to put this on with. So, I think I'm going to declutter this into, like, my crafts. I think this would get better used there. It's very pretty. Like, I like having it, but it's not a makeup use item, and so it's just like taking up space in a collection of items that I'm trying to like use and like have traffic in, and this is just not that kind of thing. So this is going to go. Then I have this highlighter from Dandelions Cosmetics. This is Sila. I never know which end to open it from. This is a lovely, cool blue, violet, silver. It's chunky, but you can polish it to like a lovely, smooth finish. I love this. This is a great, cool option to my warm option, which is this Mars Melter from Kaleidos, which I love in the spring and summer. These are like, spring, summer, fall and winter. I don't want to get rid of either of these. I'm not a huge highlighter person, but like when I do it, I do it. I go all the way. And when I get excited about these, I get really excited about them. And I don't want to get rid of either of them, so these are both staying. Next, I want to talk about blushes. This was another reason why I wanted to do this declutter. So effectively in my mind, I've already decluttered this blush palette from Revolution. This is Sugar and Spice. Yeah, the Ultra Blush Palette in Sugar and Spice. I have talked about this in, I think, my inventory video, which, I think that it was the first video on my channel, so it didn't get very many views, but I'll just repeat it here. So basically, this looked a lot more rich online. I was disappointed when I got it in my hands. I got this when I was feeling kind of stuck in a rut with my blush. and I just wanted to try a bunch of new things for a low price, and this allowed me to do that, so I'm grateful for that. But I also found out that I didn't like any of these matte shades. I like this shade in the corner, and that's kind of it. But I plan on franken makeuping, mixing my own blushes with this stuff. So I've been keeping it around, but I don't plan on wearing any of these, maybe except for this one, basically ever again. So I've mentally already decluttered this, but it's still sitting with my makeup that I use. So it's taking up space, and I just want to move it out of my collection and into basically my crafts. I consider makeup a creative hobby, so I want to move this out of my makeup that gets use and into some kind of new space. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Oh, another thing I wanted to say about this was, even if it was as rich and deep and evocative, is that the right word? As lovely as it looked online, it still wouldn't have been the right shades for me. I need something that looks more like these shades. Like you can see, these are much more desaturated, much more grayer, and these are too bright and one note for me to wear. They look strange on me, and they make me look kind of dead, and not in a good way. And yeah, so this is moving out of my collection. And then these three blushes I love very much. This is the shade Goldie Cassis. These two blushes are from Phytosurgeons. If you've watched any of my videos, you've definitely heard of these, probably seen this one as well. I really like these. My goal with the Franken blushes is something like this, that I want to mix. So yeah, that is that. These are all going back into my May basket. So really quickly, these are my potted cream single eyeshadows. These two are from Phytosurgeons, and this is Revlon. I don't want to get rid of any of these. I really like all of them. Yeah, these all are getting use in my collection, so I don't see a point in getting rid of any of them. These are my eyeshadow palettes where the eyeshadows don't move. As opposed to the palettes that are essentially magnetic singles for me. First of all, I know I'm not getting rid of ColourPop Daydreaming. This is a wonderful palette for me. The formula might not be great, but the tones really suit me and where I am right now. I'm just really in love with these colors right now, so that's not going anywhere. I have the Kaleidos Glowing Iris Quad. This is mostly, I love this for this lavender shade. It's so easy to work with. These mattes are buttery soft. The shimmer is nice. The shimmer is nice. I really like this, and the packaging is beautiful. this mirror, for a quad, this mirror is beautiful. It's so big, and for what? This pillowed packaging and fabric and this lovely metal uterus. It's so I love the packaging. It's beautiful. Now we have the ABH Subculture palette. Okay, this is where we have a little bit of thinking to do. I like this palette as an item. That's the problem. It doesn't get a whole lot of use. It's a lot of mattes, and I like a lot of shimmer. The shimmers that are in here, I'm not crazy about. And for the mattes, I really like Mercury. I'm very interested in trying to depot this palette. And unfortunately, my confidence with depotting is very high. And probably undeservedly so. I think this is cardboard. I think I might try to depot this, unfortunately. I'm saying unfortunately because I get chaotic and it's just like such a nice item. I'm just like not sure. I'm just not sure. I'm gonna put this in the maybe, I think. Let's put that in the maybe, and let's put these away and move on to my other eyeshadows. Okay, here's what we're working with regards to magnetic singles. Now, the round pans are from Dandelions. All of them are Dandelions, and except for these two shades, they're from the Baleful Bog palette. This shade came from this like quint I made a few months ago. And then the square shades are from the Ensley Rain Flower Moon palette that I depotted recently. And I think that video will already be up. That was a chaotic one. That's kind of why I'm worried about depotting subculture. But I feel like the subculture mattes could go really well with like some of these mattes from Flower Moon and even some of these shades from Baleful Bog. Okay, well, that's not what I'm thinking about right now. Right now, so I don't want to declutter either palette, but I'm wondering if I want to declutter singular shades. Like I said, I just watched that Lauren May Beauty single eyeshadow declutter. So I'm thinking maybe I want to go through and like swatch and declutter singular shades. At least just put them in a different palette and just see how I feel without them for a while. I think maybe I want to do that and not act like kind of like soft declutter them. It's kind of similar to the lip products I was kind of talking about in the introduction to this video. Like, some of these shades are just too dark and I just don't wear them. Like, I like looking at them and I like them as colors, but I just don't actually put them on my eyes and wear them. And then with like these two mattes, they're just like this. I've never worn this. This is the one that I tried depotting first. This was the one I was okay with like completely destroying. And then this is the kind of shade that is a matte that has some glitter in it or like shimmer in it. I don't understand that. But either way, it's like too warm. I don't really like that. So I think I'm just gonna time lapse myself swatching these shades. Oh, I don't think I mentioned, but this is a custom little palette I made for May. Okay, so I kind of surprised myself here, actually. Here is what I, like, got rid of. I got rid of, like, the basically duplicate greens from the Flower Moon palette. Here are the swatches. So these are the greens. They're different when you swatch them, sure, but, like, on the eyes, they're basically the same. Like, I really think that they should have thought that through a little more. I think that's, like, one of the major downfalls of this palette. I don't know if I've said that in this video already. I say it all the time. Yeah, so I just kept, like, kind of the brightest one and also the one that was, like, the least broken, basically. And that is Lush. And then I also got rid of Rejuvenate, which is, like, the orange here. I'm just never going to use an orange like that. Way too warm for me. And then I just rearranged this palette. I really like having the square pans together like this. Like, I feel like I'm able to see connections way easier than having them, like, separated out by little pieces of cardboard. And then I didn't get rid of anything in that little palette. And then I did actually get rid of more than I thought from the Baleful Bog palette, which is so funny because I thought I really liked the whole palette. But yeah, so this is what I ended up with, and I really like this. So it's basically 8 shades, including this one here. What did I get rid of? So I swatched that palette up here. For the mattes, I swatched the mattes first. I have, like, a bright, like, the brightest green matte, and then I have, like, a darker matte green that I got rid of. I have a warm brown. That was not part of the palette. That was a single. I got rid of that. And then I got rid of the black. I don't really wear black in my makeup. So I got rid of that. I do have, like, a cooler or, like, more neutral brown that I have here. Like, if I ever need to deepen anything, I'm gonna lean more towards brown than black. So I have that. And then I have this, like, plum color. I really like this shade. I don't really use, like, I'm not using these deep colors that much, but I really like this variety of shades. Like, that is inspiring to me. So we'll see how much use this actually gets. And then for the shimmers, I have this iridescent shade, which I just absolutely love. And then the silver, I really like this shade. This is one of my favorite singles in my collection. This is El Ghul. This is, like, a gray with, like, a plummy shift. Love that. I was thinking of keeping this red. Like, I think it's pretty, but I don't actually think I've ever worn it on my eyes. This is the shade Carrie. Oh, I also got rid of these 2 shades. This is Murky and Plum. They are black bases with green and purple shimmers in them. Just way too deep for me. I don't think I've ever worn those either. And then I kept these ones. I've worn these on my eyes when I didn't have really any other shimmers, but I can see why, like, people kind of in the indie eyeshadow sphere really like Dandelion's mattes, but not their shimmers. Like, I think I kind of get that now, but I kept this, like, murky green sparkly shade. I don't really know if that's coming through on camera. This is Witch Please. And then this is the brightest shade in the palette. This one it's kind of an outlier in the palette, of course, and then it's a little bit hard to work with. This is Daedra, but it's pretty. Like, I like how this works together. So we'll see if that makes me more likely to use this. Like, these are definitely shades I wasn't using at all. I think I've used most of these at least once. So We'll see. So I'm pretty happy with this. I did surprise myself a little bit, especially with, I thought I was going to get rid of this shade. Let me see what, let me get at this. I don't know what this is called. Peony. This is the matte with the shimmer in it. I thought I was going to get rid of that, but then I swatched it against Mayflower. I have them here. Mayflower's on the bottom and Peony's on the top here. And Mayflower's has like more blue to it, and this one is warmer. And I felt like they were different. Like, I feel like the shimmer in this matte doesn't actually come through that much. Like, you can see it in the pan, but once it's swatched out, I don't feel like I see it as much. And I felt like the shades are different enough to warrant keeping them, so I kept that one around. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. And let's move on to lips, which is the big one. Here are my lip products. This is, okay, I can't lose my strength here. I have my mirror set up here, so I'm sorry if the little bit of reflection here is distracting. Okay, these are the products I have in my May basket, and this is what I really like to wear. And these are a lot of stuff I don't like. I think what I'm going to do is like swatch, maybe try on a lot of this stuff, maybe most of this, just to remind myself why I like this, and then go into some of this stuff and talk myself through why I like. When I swatch it, it's fine, but when I go out into the world, why I'm not wearing this. I'm going to start with the Glossier Ultra Lip. Let me put this on. This is like, I don't need to put this on in a mirror. I don't need a lip liner. I don't really need to worry about if this gets on my teeth. It just kind of warms up my lip color. It feels really nice. It's moisturizing. This is the kind of thing I want to have. It's really easy. Let me swatch this on my hand, actually. Oh yeah, the green from Dandelion's stained a little bit, by the way. So there's that. And you can see I swatched that, like I built that up a little bit. I've got this Sailor Moon lip gloss from ColourPop. This is okay. It's a little bit gritty, but, you know, I can put this on with or without lip liner, with or without a mirror. This can go with a lot of different colors. Like, it's got some visual interest because it's got shimmer and it's got some colored shimmer, but it's still pretty neutral. And I really like the packaging too. It does taste a little funny too. I probably wouldn't recommend actually going out and buying this. This is a gift, by the way, but I like having it. I like this sort of thing. And like, I've had this for a little while and I'm already starting to see like the product go down in there. So I think I'm going to be able to use this up pretty easily. Oh, and a swatch, of course. The Revolution Shimmer Balm. This is in the shade Sparkle. This is like packed full of pink and blue sparkles. I really like this one. This one, I can put this on without a mirror, but I would prefer a mirror for this one. This one is really thick. It does feel quite nourishing. This is one that your hair is definitely going to get caught in. But this one is like a little bit strange because it's got that blue and it's like pretty prominent. I put on kind of a little bit a lot when I put this on my lips. I know you can't see, but so like these kinds of like sheer products, that's what I really like. When we get into these darker colors, what I'm kind of worried about is like come wintertime, I'm going to rebuy some of the things that I decluttered because I feel like I'm going to want the darker colors. But I think that maybe these colors, like I want something sheerer than what I have here. I think maybe that's the problem with these products that I have. Like they're not easy enough for me. So I like this because it's easy to wear and it's kind of weird. It's a little bit strange. So like that kind of thing exists. I need to remember that, I think. And I'm not going to put these on my lips, but I will swatch these two lip liners I have. So I have a cool and a warm lip liner. I have Maybelline Gone Greige. And I have Makeup Forever Universal Earth. Big fan of both of these colors. And I haven't really worn Gone Greige much yet. I just got this. But for the Makeup Forever pencil, I'm a big fan of this formula. I would get more colors if I liked any of them, but I don't really think I do. So that's what I've got that I know that I'm keeping. Okay. Here's something I know I can get rid of. I got the two Sailor Moon ColourPop products in a set as a gift from my sister. This has never been on my lips, so I think that I can pass this on to someone who can actually like wear it. But this is like not a color for me. I'm not sure that it's gonna pick up on camera that well. But it's also not the kind of, I just know it's like not a color that I'm excited about enough to put up with this kind of formula, like a liquid lipstick formula. And I know that this is an ultra blotted lip, and I know that they're kind of sheer, and I'm just like not about to fuss. Like it's not bulletproof, and I'm not about to fuss with that for a color I don't like that much. So this is gonna go, and I feel really good about that because I can give this to someone who can actually use it. And I do really appreciate the gift because I got that lip gloss out of it, and that was super sweet. So sister, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And we can spread the love around. This is going to go to someone who can use it. So that is going. Speaking of like liquid products that dry down, I have the Sephora cream lip stain. This is something that I will put up with because this lasts really well and I really like this color. I don't wear this often, but when I do, I really like it. This is a really strange color, which is what I like. And yeah, it lasts really well. It's like a greeny, like, I think Hope Miss Tom calls it like baby poop color, like greeny brown. And on me, it looks even more green when it gets like against my skin and against my teeth. It looks even more green. And I really like that. It lasts really well, like even through eating like greasy foods, even through drinking. It lasts really well, and I love this strange color. There's another color, I think it was frozen strawberry, that's like a cool purple, like a gray purple that I'm interested in this shade, in this line. But yeah, I don't wear this that often, but it kind of fills my want for like a weird color. Like I said, I don't really wear black, like it's too harsh on my coloring. So this fills that for me, and I like this formula for that, so that is staying. Speaking of black, I do have a black lip gloss. Now, I wanted a black lip gloss, and then I felt like now people are wanting them, which is great. I'm glad that people are starting to come out with them more, especially like K-beauty products. Let me swatch this. So here's one swatch of this. It's kind of pigmented. Another thing with this is that it has gold glitter in it, which is strange. And it smells weird. I don't like the scent that they put in this. This is from BH. I got it on the Makeup Revolution website. So I got this because I wanted the Isamaya lip black, I think it's called. I've never worn this out. And this is one of those things that I was talking about that is like keeping me from getting something else. But I think that the something else might be better. Like, this is not good. I'm gonna put this on right now in the mirror. I didn't do a very careful application and it looks bad. It looks like patchy and it looks like a kid put it on, and I don't have time. Like, I don't have time for products that like do that. So I think I want to let go of this, but I don't know if I'm ready, which is kind of strange. Let me take this off and try it maybe with the Gone Greige lip liner and see how that works out. It looks better. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. It's a shame. I think I want to get a different black lip gloss or something like that. Like, I sheared it out a little more and it just like, it doesn't want to be worn like that. It's patchy and it looks just bad. It also like it has like a minty feeling to it, which I don't like. And yeah, this is one of those products that like I would put into my Shop My Stashes and then never wear it, like month after month after month. And I think that's just the indication that like I just need to get rid of it. And I'm just like looking at myself now and I look so silly. Like, yeah, I look silly and I don't like how it feels on my lips. And yeah, I think it just has to go, unfortunately. Okay, similar case here with the Pout Bomb from Revolution. I thought I would give this a whirl. I got this at the same time as the last lip balm I talked about, or lip gloss, sorry. I thought I would give this a try because I wasn't sure if I would like the black lip gloss because I don't like black, and I like this so much. I got this months before I got this. And there's a few things that make me not like this. So first of all, let's give this like a one swipe full, like this is the full, right out the bottle. That's what you're getting. Way too pigmented for me. Like, look at these glosses that I like and look at these. That's one of the things, is it's way too pigmented for me. And the other thing is that it's so minty. I can smell it from so far away. And it's usually not that far away. It's usually right under my nose. And it feels bad, and I don't like it. This is the other thing that was like in the back of my mind, like I should get rid of this. I need to declutter my makeup collection. So I don't want to try this on because it's going to be like tingling my lips forever, but I want a shade like this. I just don't want this. I think maybe a lesson here. Sorry, I sound weird because I'm putting this on. One thing about this as well, I did wear this out quite a bit. Yeah, when you shear this out, it just like doesn't, the pigment just doesn't wear evenly when you shear it out. Yeah, so I think one lesson I'm learning from this is that if I want to try something, getting the cheapest option of it isn't really going to give me an idea of whether I like it or not, because it's not a good product. Like, getting literally the cheapest option I can find. Oh, I have to take this off. It's so, I don't, like, I'm inhaling the mintiness, which I just don't like. It's a great color though. Like, I do like the color. I'd like to get something like this. Let me like swatch, like a sheared out swatch of this maybe. It's pretty. This is the shade Brown Sugar, or maybe just Sugar. I had this problem before, but like, it's not, I'm wasting more money getting something cheap to see if I like something and then getting something better than just getting something and getting it right the first time, maybe. So that's something to think about, but we're not quite done yet. So that is going. Here's the other thing that needs to go. I've had this conversation quite a few times. Conversation, it's just me in my videos. So this is MAC PDA, and you can see didn't get a lot of use out of this, and I'm quite sad about that. But this smells like crayons. It smells like old makeup. And this is not my preferred kind of formula. Like, I don't know if you can see there how shiny. Like, it's not actually that shiny, but this is the Luster Glass formula. And I don't think that's good for a red, frankly. This gets on my teeth, and it smells not how it's supposed to smell, I think. I have this MAC lipstick. This is the Powder Kiss Velvet Blur Slim Stick. Such a long name, so silly. And this is the shade Marrakeshmere. And I like both the shade and the formula of this better. It wears better. It doesn't get on my teeth. Like, it stays longer. I don't have to worry about it. It smells like vanilla. I just like this way better. I'm sad about not getting the use out of this, but this was like, well, you can see, like, I don't have any other, like, bullet lipsticks like this. Like, I have the Glossier Ultra Lip, but, like, to me, that's completely different than this. Like, this is, like, a lipstick, and that's, like, something you throw on, But this is bad. This is not good for a red. And, like, am I gonna keep this hanging around just because I feel bad? Like, no, that's pointless. The money is spent. It's gone. And I have this product, and now I have to choose what to do with it. So I think that this is gonna go. I don't know what to do with this now. Like, I don't really want to throw it away. I think I'm just going to hold on to these products for a while before I decide what to actually do with them. But unfortunately, this has to go. Like, between these two reds, I always am going to choose this one over it. So that goes. And yeah, I really like this one better. Basically everything about this I like better over that one. And, and like, in the journey of buying makeup for yourself, you're always going to make mistakes. So it's just the learning process. And what's important is that we remember the mistakes we made and the lessons we learned and not make them again. Or, if we make them again, we learn at some point, hopefully. So here are the products that we're keeping, or I'm keeping, cut down quite a bit. And half of it is what I have in my May basket right now. And these are my kind of winter, like, what am I saying? My fall and winter products, I would say. The deeper products. I think what I do want to do is maybe make like a wish list. I do have like a wish list, a makeup wish list of like products when they come out, or like products that are kind of in the back of my mind that like when I see them that I want them, but like, you know, I can't afford them, or I just like am not buying them at a certain time for whatever reason. But products like this that were like a placeholder in my collection, maybe I need to find some kind of new system to kind of get the appropriate product in my collection so that I can, you know, be in the world, like express myself in the world the way that I would like to. Which makes it seem perhaps a little more profound than it is, but is it really? I think that's kind of appropriate, because it's artistry and it's self-expression, you know. And I love color and texture, and it's important to me. You know, I like having, when I'm craving that kind of like a certain color or a certain texture, it's nice to have it on hand. So, and I know that I'm prone to buying something because I don't have it, and I want to make the right decision, the right purchasing decision. So maybe now I can go ahead and do a little bit of research, like mindfully researching what kind of black lip gloss, like sheer black lip glosses, sheer dark red, dark brown lip glosses can I add to my collection, you know, when the time comes. Yeah. So the lesson here, I think, is more important to me than the actual decluttering. So let's put this away and let's get back to my maybe pile, which is it's a little bit baffling to me, to be honest. Let's get to that. Here are the products I was thinking about decluttering. Let me open this up. So when this was closed, I was like, I'm definitely not getting rid of this. But now that it's open, I'm not sure. And I think what that tells me is that this, like, as an item, I'm attached to it, but the eyeshadows, I'm not that attached to. But I don't know what that tells, like, what I need to do about that, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with this. I think the safest thing is just to keep it for now. I know that I'm not going to be wearing these colors very much in the coming months. So I don't really, like, because I'm not really called to these colors right now anyway, I don't really want to make the decision to declutter them. But I know that I really liked these, like I was really feeling these colors in the fall and in February. So I don't think I'm going to declutter this yet. And I guess I'm finding now that I'm feeling some kind of attachment to this as an item, which is something to examine for sure. I don't know. But like I just made, you know, some kind of decisions like that were a little bit more difficult for me with regards to the lip products. So I feel like I'm gonna go a little bit easier on myself and say that I'm gonna keep this. And the eye primer, I have been skipping this lately. Yesterday I did my eyeshadow and I actually thought that maybe I wished I had put this on. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of this either, but I'm going to make more of an effort to use this so that I can make a more informed decision about whether I want this or not. And I'm going to store this in a different spot. So normally I keep this in this container where I have my mascara and brow products and eyeliner. And I think I'm actually going to store it with my eyeshadows. So like in the box where I have my like monthly makeup basket. So I think I'm gonna put it there because when I'm pulling my eyeshadow products to go and do my makeup, I want to have this like within sight to grab this and put this on first. So that's what I'm going to, that's like the change I'm going to make in regards to this product. So yeah, those are my decisions in terms of the maybe pile. And finally, this is everything that is moving out of my collection in some capacity. It's not anything like dramatic, but I do feel like I've kind of, what's the term, like cut the chaff? Trimmed the fat? Trimmed the chaff? I know trimmed the chaff. No, fuck. Trimmed the fat, I know is a term. But like trimmed the chaff, cut the chaff. I know, what's that one? I don't know. I feel better about my collection. I know I keep using that word, and I know that I've said that I don't like it, so, bear with me. But in terms of what's, like, moving to other people, I only really have this product because it hasn't been on my lips. Then I have stuff that is, like, old, which is, like, this lipstick and these products. Stuff that's bad as in like not good products, are these three. This stuff I'm going to keep around. This is kind of like a temporary, what's that called? Like trial separation. That's what we're doing with these. And then we have like craft stuff. Whoop, sorry. I was looking at my cat. This is going to be a Franken makeup product. That's going to be a fun video on my channel. Like, that's something that I've been meaning to do since the beginning of my channel, or even like before. Like, since I have trouble finding blush that works for me, that's been kind of like something that was one of the ideas behind my channel, was making blush that works for me. If no one else is going to do it, then I will, kind of thing. So that is the stuff that is moving out of my collection. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope it was at least somewhat entertaining. It was good for me to do. I've been filming a lot of makeup content in the last few days, so I'm feeling like productive and creative. So that's been good for me. So, thank you for coming along on my channel. Stick around if you like my content. And yeah, have a good one. See you in the next one.